So, as a high school teacher, one of my biggest fears has always been finding out that a student's paper that I am like raving about, think is the best thing ever, was actually plagiarized. And the reason that I have this fear is actually a little bit of a story time here, because when I was in high school and I was in AP Lit, our teacher had us read a paper as like a mentor sample paper, and she raved about it. This is a paper that another student wrote years ago, and she always showed it to her current AP Lit students as like a model of what we should be trying to write our papers like. So when we're sitting in class looking at this paper, something kept standing out to me. Like I knew that I had read these words before and I couldn't put my finger on it. So it turns out that there was a book that I was reading at the time for a different English class, and this student literally copied like the whole beginning prologue of that book word for word and put it in her essay and submitted it. And it was this whole big thing. My teacher was absolutely devastated because I was adamant. I knew that this was taken from somewhere else. I went to my locker because we actually used our lockers back then. And I got the book out and I showed the teacher, and she literally broke down. So, definitely a jarring experience as a student. It's obviously stuck with me all these years later. But now that I'm on the reverse side of that and I'm a high school teacher, I'm so grateful that I have tools like GPT Zero that can help prevent this kind of thing from happening. One of the tools on the GPT-0 dashboard is a plagiarism detector, and it will go through a student's paper and highlight any sentences that they feel are plagiarized or were pulled from somewhere else online. And then over on the side, it will actually break down the exact source that the sentence was copied from and how many words match and were copied word for word. So it's definitely not as easy for high school students to copy and plagiarize things as it was in the past. But why I'm glad I have tools like GPT Zero is not to punish students when they are caught, but to more so figure out what is going on and where my teaching might be lacking so that I can help and support them a little bit better and they're not turning to AI.